This is all the pumpkin puree I got for all the recipes, for 3 recipes that I want to make today. I think it'll be good. This is a big bowl. I really want to use it all up. This is the pumpkin crisp recipe that I want to make. I like it because it uses a whole can of pumpkin puree, and I'm gonna modify it a little bit just because I have some leftover like pumpkin filling sauce from these pumpkin thumbprint cookies, and I think it'll work out equivalently because it's just a bunch of sugar and spices anyway. So that is what this is, but you're supposed to use 1 15-ounce can of pumpkin puree, 1 cup of sugar, 3 large eggs, 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice, half a teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and 2/3 of a cup of heavy cream. So this is got quite a bit of pumpkin puree in it. So I'm not going to use the whole 15 ounces of the puree. I'll probably use like half of it. Or 3/4, you know. We'll add the half a teaspoon of salt. This mixture already has pumpkin pie spice in it. And then we need 2/3 of a cup of milk. It calls for heavy cream. I'm just using 2% because that's what I got. We just were out in the cold fetching these eggs from those poor chickens. It is like super cold outside, but I'm so happy they are still laying eggs, those good girls. This is the pumpkin pie layer. I like it because it gets all cooked in a skillet, in a cast iron skillet, or you can cook it in a casserole dish. We're gonna cook it in the skillet. Maddie, I'm gonna use the rest of your cinnamon sugar too.
Thank you.
Because otherwise it's just wasteful. You want to butter, or we're gonna cooking spray the cast iron skillet. Whoopsie. Then you just pour it into the skillet and set it aside. Now we are going to make the crumble on top. So I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. We're going to add half a teaspoon of salt, and then the recipe calls for 1.5 cups of sugar. I am notorious for cutting the sugar, so I'm going to cut the sugar. We're going to only add 2/3 of a cup of sugar. 1.5 cups is a lot. It's a lot of sugar. It's a lot of sugar. We're supposed to stir that together. Well, there's already sugar in that. Anyway. Whenever I make a crumble for like apple crumble, I usually add like oats and chia seeds and stuff like that. So to me, this just feels kind of like it's missing stuff. But we're gonna keep it simple. I have the oven preheating to 375, and this is gonna bake for 40 to 45 minutes until the filling is set and the top is golden brown. There, that mixed pretty good with a fork. Wasn't too bad. And what we want to do is just spread the filling mixture on top. Ooh!